Hi there, my name is Charity and you are watching CornerCatch. Today in my corner we are going to be reading Psalm chapter 9 from 3 different translations, the New King James Bible, the New English Translation, and the Passion Translation. So, to begin, the New King James starts out with this title, Psalm 9, a prayer and thanksgiving for the Lord's righteous judgments. To the chief musician, to the tune of the death of the Son, a psalm of David. I will praise you, O Lord, with my whole heart. I will tell of all your marvelous works. I will be glad and rejoice in you. I will sing praise to your name, O Most High. When my enemies turn back, they shall fall and perish at your presence. For you have maintained my right and my cause. You sat on the throne judging in righteousness. You have rebuked the nations. You have destroyed the wicked. You have blotted out their name forever and ever. O enemy, destructions are finished forever, and you have destroyed cities. Even their memory has perished. But the Lord shall endure forever. He has prepared his throne for judgment. He shall judge the world in righteousness, and he shall administer judgment for the peoples in uprightness. The Lord also will be a refuge for the oppressed, a refuge in times of trouble. And those who know your name will put their trust in you, for you, Lord, have not forsaken those who seek you. Sing praises to the Lord, who dwells in Zion. Declare his deeds among the people. When he avenges blood, he remembers them. He does not forget the cry of the humble. Have mercy on me, O Lord. Consider my trouble from those who hate me. You who lift me up from the gates of death, that I may tell of all your praise. In the gates of the daughter of Zion I will rejoice in your salvation. The nations have sunk down in the pit which they made. In the net which they hid, their own foot is caught. The Lord is known by the judgment he executes. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Meditation, Selah. The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forget God. For the needy shall not always be forgotten. The expectation of the poor shall not perish forever. Arise, O Lord, do not let man prevail. Let the nations be judged in your sight. Put them in fear, O Lord, that the nations may know themselves to be but men. Selah. That's the New King James Version. And now, the Revised New English Translation. For the leader, set to Muth-Laden, a psalm for David. I shall give praise to you, Lord, with my whole heart. I will recount all your marvelous deeds. I shall rejoice and exult in you, the Most High. I shall sing praise to your name, because my enemies turn back at your presence. They fall headlong and perish. For seated on your throne, a righteous judge, you have upheld my right and my cause. You have rebuked the nations and overwhelmed the ungodly, blotting out their name for all time. The enemy are finished, ruined forevermore. You have overthrown their cities. All memory of them is lost. The Lord sits enthroned forever. He has established his throne for judgment. He it is who will judge the world with justice, who will try the cause of peoples with equity. May the Lord be a tower of strength for the oppressed, a tower of strength in time of trouble. Those who acknowledge your name will trust in you, for you, Lord, do not abandon those who seek you. Sing to the Lord enthroned in Zion, proclaim his deeds among the nations. For the avenger of blood keeps the afflicted in mind, he does not ignore their cry. Show me favor, Lord. See how my foes afflict me. You raise me from the gates of death, that I may declare all your praise, and in the gates of Zion exult at your deliverance. The nations have plunged into a pit of their own making. Their feet are entangled in the net they have hidden. The Lord makes himself known, and justice is done. The wicked are trapped in their own devices. The wicked depart to Sheol, all the nations who are heedless of God. But the poor will not always be unheeded, nor the hope of the destitute be always vain. Arise, O Lord, restrain the power of mortals. Let the nations be judged in your presence. Strike them with fear, Lord. Let the nations know they are but human beings. Selah. That's all for the New English translation. Let me grab a drink. And now, my personal favorite, the Passion Translation. Triumphant thanks for the pure and shining one, to the tune of the Secrets of the Sun by King David. Lord, I will worship you with extended hands, as my whole heart explodes with praise. I will tell everyone everywhere about your wonderful works and how your marvelous miracles exceed expectations. I will jump for joy and shout in triumph as I sing your song and make music for the Most High God. For when you appear, I worship while all my enemies run in retreat. They stumble and perish before your presence. For you have stood up for my cause and vindicated me when I needed you the most. From your righteous throne you have given me justice. With the blast of your rebuke, nations are destroyed. You obliterated their names forever and ever. The Lord thundered, and our enemies have been cut off, vanished in everlasting ruins. All their cities have been destroyed, even the memory of them has been erased. But the Lord of eternity, our mighty God, lives and reigns forever. He sits enthroned as King, ready to render his verdicts and judge all with righteousness. He will issue his decrees of judgment, deciding what is right for the entire world, dispensing justice to all. All who are oppressed may come to you as a shelter in the time of trouble, a perfect hiding place. May everyone who knows your mercy keep putting their trust in you, for they can count on you for help no matter what. O Lord, you will never, no, never neglect those who come to you. Listen, everyone, sing out your praises to the God who lives and rules within Zion. Tell the world about all the miracles he has done. He tracks down killers and avenges bloodshed, but he will never forget the ones forgotten by others, hearing every one of their cries for justice. So now, O Lord, don't forget me. Have mercy on me. Take note of how I've been humiliated at the hands of those who hate me. Bring me back again from the drink and from the very gates of death. Save me. Bring me to the spiritual gates of Zion, so I can bring you the shout of praise you deserve. For the godless nations get trapped in the very snares they set for others. The hidden trap they set for the weak has snapped shut upon themselves. Guilty. The Lord is famous for this. His justice will punish the wicked. While they are digging a pit for others, they are actually setting the terms for their own judgments. They will fall into their own pit. Consider the truth of this and pause in His presence. Don't forget this. All the wicked will one day fall into the darkness of death's domain and remain there, including the nations that forget God and reject His ways. He will not ignore forever all the needs of the poor, for those in need shall not always be crushed. Their hopes shall be filled, for God sees it all. Lord, won't you now arise to judge and punish the nations who defy you? Aren't you fed up with their rebellion? Make them tremble in fear before your presence. Place a lawgiver over them. Make them know that they are only puny, frail humans who must give account to you. Pause in His presence. That's beautiful. And that, my friends, is all for today. Thank you for joining me. You were watching Charity from CornerCatch. Shalom.